The number of UFO sightings in Canada is soaring tenfold over the past 25 years.
The late great astrophysicist Stephen Hawking believed with more than 100 billion stars in our galaxy, the odds are pretty good that aliens exist.
Since the survey began nearly 30 years ago, more than 19,000 Canadians have reported seeing something strange in the sky that makes them think we're not alone.
UFOs, aliens, and world galactic civilizations. As you can see in the Men in Black movies, our government has a contact with extraterrestrial lives from decades, and they are trying to hide this from general population in whichever way it can possible to hide. Sounds odd, and unrealistic also. But at depth of this real life and fiction, there is a truth hidden and well secured. And you won't believe until you will hear and see those claims and facts that has power to challenge your whole reality and potential to break your beliefs. So let's accept this challenge, folks, and lose it with pride. First of all, I want to make clear some facts about human beings and their so-called reality. So I guess you all know about the actual side of our universe. And if you don't, then it's simple to understand that our galaxy, Milky Way, has about 35,000 crores stars. And there are about 10,000 crores galaxies in just observable universe. And most of them are larger than our Milky Way, and this whole stuff just makes 4% to 5% in universe, though we don't understand it completely. But this is nothing compared to strength here, which tells us that there are 10 raised to power 500 numbers of universes. And after all of this, let's talk about the electromagnetic spectrum, in which human just observes about 0.0035% of all the spectrum. And that's all tiny fractions compared to the existed or the real reality, which is not considered as fact or point of perception by this mass population, because they are being programmed for centuries now. So after making the vision wider, let's study the MJ12, the real life Man in Black, or perhaps more than that. So this MJ12, or the Majestic 12, actually formed in 1947 by an executive order of US President Harry S. Truman. So the question rises, if there is no evidence about this so-called secret organization as per the FBI, how this became famous? Actually, as per the facts, in 1984, one ufologist received an envelope from unknown sources with address of Albuquerque, New Mexico. In that post, there was a negative photographic rolls, and it was top secret document giving details about this MJ12 and how it was formed in the United States when it was converted into positive copies. There are so many details given about how it works, how many persons involved in this top secret organization, and many other things related to the extraterrestrial technologies and contracts with other beings. And after that, other UFO community received this organization's other documents in 1990s from same type of unknown sources. So the roots of this secret organization actually goes to the Roswell incident, the famous or considered as the milestone in the alien phenomenon till today. Actually, when the crash happened, there were so many eyewitnesses and evidence about the crash, and also on the next day there was headlines in the newspaper about the UFO crash, but the military spreaded misinformation other day that it was just a weather balloon that was crashed in the desert. But there are so many people claiming about the UFO crash and alien bodies being found on the crash site, so that the government made an inquiry commission who will give a report after finding the truth. But the most important thing about this is that when the report is out, after 2 years, they burned all the documents and testimonies and other stuff. So basically, you can't have any kind of evidence about the crash. So why they made this secret organization? We can answer the question by simply two facts. First, if they are saying that it's not what you believe and these documents are false about the MJ12, then why they burned up all the documents and dislocate other stuff related to this incident? Second, if it's never happened, then why there are so many mysterious deaths and missings happened with the people involved in this incident, either in the organization? Now, if you believe that governments can't hide the secrets, then my friend, you should think about the Manhattan Project, or as we know as the Atomic Bomb Project. In that project, there were nearly 135,000 plus people involved for a whole decade, but none of them came out and no one knew till they succeeded in making atomic bomb. The same thing goes to Area 51. No one came out except some persons in this case. And after considering that suppose you were born after World War I and I told you about the atomic bomb, are you gonna believe me? You will question your reality and maybe tell me that I should go to mental checkups. You know, there are so many encounters of this real Men in Black organization that you can read about and see it on the internet. Those journals of the Nikola Tesla by Swin Schwartz. In this book, the writer claimed that when he was writing the secret book about the great Nikola Tesla's ideas and theories, which he had written with scientific methods and patents involved in his last life, which he found in the boxes of his basements. One day, a group of 3 men come to his door and told him to stop this, and when he returned to his workplace basement, everything was gone, and after that he rushed to his door and there is no one. You know, this man was lucky because they can go to any limit to hide their secrets. Because in case of the ex-defense secretary James Foster, they made his fake suicide because as per the documents, James Foster was one of the members of the MJ12 organization, and he was also involved for searching the Nazi's secret technologies about flying saucers and other bombs, and also he went to the Antarctica. But after 1 year, he was trying to go public about these things and this organization, and for that he paid with his life. There is also another case of one ufologist who was so much active in doing research and making people more aware about these things in late 50s. But after 1 decade, he suddenly stopped and doing these things. After some years, asked by an interviewer that why he suddenly stopped doing this research and making people more aware, he answered that they warned him about his son and family and he didn't want to take that risk. Some theorists even believe that it's the same organization involved in the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Yes, folks, you heard it right. The United States of America's president. And also, there was a document about it with some coded message in the MJ-12. Pre-release documents found in 1990s by the UFO community group. For decades, there are so many people who believe in these secret organizations and working to get more info about it and spreading more awareness about it too. And there are also some groups which thinks that it's just a hoax and nothing more. But I personally believe that there must be a secret organization which is doing its work for decades now to hide these kinds of information from the general public. And I bet that there are always some events and things whom you can't understand and call it just a natural phenomenon. Now just think about this, folks. If these kinds of secret informations are known to the very less people, then how much actual informations and secrets they are hiding from you? Even the Navy claimed some time ago that there are 3 real UFO footages out there. But one thing, the majority of us never gonna believe this because they are being programmed for decades to not believe, which changes their reality, which questions their reality. So it's up to you which side to choose. I'm here to make you aware about it. Till next time, folks.